The internet is on fire tonight, and once again, it's Mendeecees and Yandy who've got everyone talking. Cameras caught Mendeecees in downtown Atlanta late last night, walking side by side with a woman. No one recognized a woman who wasn't Yandy Smith. Within minutes, fan pages lit up, gossip blogs went into overdrive, and Yandy's cryptic post that followed only poured gasoline on the flames. "I'm really done this time," she wrote under a black and white photo of herself, eyes swollen but chin lifted high. That one sentence sent the entire love and hip-hop community spiraling. Because if you know Yandy, you know she doesn't say things like that lightly. Sources claim the two have been distant for weeks, but no one expected this Mendeecees showing up with a mystery woman, laughing, leaning close, looking way too comfortable. The moment was caught by a fan on her phone, and within hours, the clip hit over 2 million views. You can see him trying to duck the camera, glancing around nervously before getting into his black SUV. But by then, the internet had already decided something's gone terribly wrong in the Harris household. Yandy has always been the image of loyalty, the woman who waited for her man, who held it all together while he was away. She built a brand around family, faith, and forgiveness. But this time, her silence broke differently. There was no denial, no "don't believe everything you see," just a cold statement that sounded final. And now fans are torn between heartbreak and fury. Did Mendeecees really step out again? Or is this another setup, another reality TV trap to boost ratings? The tension is thick because insiders are whispering that this isn't the first time this mystery woman has been spotted. A few background photos surfaced from earlier this month. Same woman, same designer bag, same side-eye glance toward the camera. Coincidence? Fans don't think so. And the most chilling part, she's been following Yandy on Instagram for months. The online theories are spiraling out of control. Some believe it's all for the cameras. Others say it's painfully real, pointing to Yandy's recent absence from public events and her sudden decision to unfollow Mendeecees. Whatever the truth is, the damage seems done. The Harris empire, the picture-perfect power couple we all thought could survive anything, might finally be cracking. So what really happened that night? Who is the woman walking beside Mendeecees? And is Yandy truly done this time? Or is this just the calm before another storm? Stay with us, because what unfolds next will change everything we thought we knew about this couple. Last night Atlanta turned into a circus of whispers, flashing lights, and broken promises when Mendeecees was spotted again with the same mystery woman that's been haunting social media for days. The footage is everywhere, no grainy, shaky, but enough to make anyone's stomach twist. It shows him standing by a luxury SUV outside a dimly lit restaurant, the woman's hand brushing his arm while he looks over his shoulder, as if worried someone might see. Someone did. Within minutes, the clip hit every gossip page from Hollywood, Unlocked to Neighborhood Talk, and soon, Yandy's fans were demanding answers. Some said it was just a friendly dinner, others swore the energy between them was anything but innocent. And when Yandy's post dropped those 5 words, "I'm really done this time," the internet froze. That caption alone felt like the door slamming on years of loyalty, struggle, and forgiveness. People close to Yandy say she'd been off for weeks. She skipped to brand appearances, canceled a podcast interview, and wasn't seen wearing her ring in her latest photo shoot. Friends tried to keep her spirits up, but behind closed doors, she was said to be crying nonstop, questioning whether she'd been played all over again. One insider revealed she saw the clip before it went viral and that her phone slipped right out of her hand. Imagine that moment, the woman who stood by her man through prison time, public embarrassment, and endless rumors, suddenly realizing the person she defended might have done it again. Meanwhile, Mendeecees hasn't said a word publicly. His Instagram is quiet, no comments, no explanations, no denial. But the streets are talking. A source who claims to have been at the same restaurant says he was acting nervous even before the cameras caught him. Apparently, he was looking around, checking his phone, rushing the bill. He knew what he was doing wasn't right, the source said. He looked like a man who didn't want to get caught. And yet, he was. Back in New York, Yandy's team went into lockdown mode. Publicists were told not to answer calls. Assistants stopped posting behind-the-scenes clips, and her best friend Keisha reportedly flew out to be with her. Fans started piecing together timelines matching outfits, old clips, and quotes from past interviews where Yandy admitted she was trying to rebuild trust. Now that word trust feels like a cruel joke. The couple's whole image was built on endurance, on second chances. But now even loyal fans are saying they're done defending him. By the next morning, everything had escalated. The blogs were running side-by-side comparisons of the mystery woman and Jasmine, the same Jasmine who once claimed Mendeecees was the father of her child. The resemblance was uncanny. The same sharp jawline, the same smirk, even the same hairstyle. People started tagging Jasmine's account non-stop, asking if it was her in the video. She didn't respond directly, but her story post said it all. Funny how tables always turn. That one sentence sent a wave of chaos through the fandom. Yandy's name started trending, and under every post, the comments were brutal. She deserves better. This man can't be loyal for 5 minutes. Yandy needs to move on. Behind the scenes, a different story was brewing. A friend of Mendeecees claimed the whole thing was innocent, that the woman was part of a business meeting about a new project he's producing. But no one bought that excuse, not when he's been caught in similar situations before. One fan commented, "Business meeting at midnight. With candles? Stop it." The clip clearly showed 2 glasses of wine and no paperwork in sight. What made it worse was what happened a few hours later. Paparazzi caught Mendeecees arriving back at the couple's shared house, but Yandy's car was gone. He looked tense, walking fast, dodging questions. When someone yelled, "Where's Yandy?" he just muttered something under his breath and went inside. 10 minutes later, 2 moving vans showed up. Neighbors said they saw boxes being carried out, mostly Yandy's things. One described the scene like a quiet storm, saying you could tell something final had happened. Inside, things were reportedly tense. A cousin who stopped by claimed Yandy refused to even look at him. She told him, "Don't touch me, don't say anything, just leave," the cousin said. He stood there for a while, like he didn't know what to do, then finally walked out. Those who know Yandy say she's not one to explode in public, but when she's done, she's done. That line she posted wasn't just for social media, it was her decision, but the internet wasn't ready to let it go. Theories started flying. One claimed the woman was planted by producers to stir up drama for the next season. Another said Jasmine herself sent the woman to test Mendeecees. No one could confirm anything, but the mystery only made the story bigger. Within 48 hours, the video had hit every entertainment page and even made it to mainstream outlets. And in every headline, the same words kept popping up: betrayal, heartbreak, downfall. Then came the twist. Late that evening, a voice note leaked online. It was allegedly a phone conversation between Yandy and one of her close friends. Her voice was shaky but firm. "I can't do this anymore," she said. "Every time I think he's changed, something like this happens. I built a home, a life, everything for us, and he keeps embarrassing me. I'm not weak, I'm just tired." You could hear her sniffle, pause, and then whisper, "This time, I mean it." The clip hit millions of views in hours, and people began sharing old scenes from the show where she'd stood by him, defending him through tears. Fans wrote essays in the comments, begging her to walk away for good. Mendeecees, on the other hand, tried to keep up appearances. He posted a gym clip with the caption, "Focus on yourself," as if nothing was happening. The comments were merciless. "Too late for that," one fan wrote. "You should have focused on your wife." Another said, "This man stays in denial." But something felt off in that post. His eyes looked hollow, his smile forced, and for the first time, he turned off the comment section a few hours later. Then Jasmine added fuel to the fire. She posted a picture of herself holding a wine glass with the caption, "Some people never change." Fans immediately connected it to the restaurant sighting. Under her post, hundreds of comments tagged Mendeecees and Yandy. One user wrote, "Girl, stop playing, was that you or not?" Jasmine didn't answer, but she didn't deny it either. The ambiguity only made the frenzy worse. By the 3rd day, the story had become bigger than either of them. Bloggers were claiming Yandy was already consulting a lawyer. One claimed she'd filed separation papers quietly 2 weeks before the video even dropped. Another said Mendeecees was staying in a hotel near Midtown. None of it was verified, but every claim spread faster than the last. 1 minute fans were sending prayers. The next they were dissecting every caption, every like, but deep inside that chaos, something else was happening. A close friend of Yandy's revealed she'd started therapy recently and was determined not to repeat her old cycle of forgiving too quickly. She reportedly told her friend, "This time, I'm healing, not hiding." That line became a rallying cry online. Fans started using the hashtag healing, not hiding in support, tagging her under every post with encouraging words. Celebrities even joined in Mena, K. Michelle, and even Carly Red dropped subtle comments showing solidarity. It felt like a turning point, like for once, the story might end with Yandy choosing herself. And yet, as the days passed, Mendeecees seemed to realize what he'd lost. One night he went live from his car, sitting in silence for a long minute before speaking. His voice was low, heavy. "I know y'all got your opinions, and I can't control that," he said. "But I'll say this, people love to see a man fall, especially one who's trying. I made mistakes. Yeah, but I'm not that man no more." The live ended abruptly after a few minutes, but it only deepened the divide. Some fans said they saw guilt in his eyes. Others said it was just another performance, another act of damage control. Still, there was one thing no one could ignore. Yandy didn't react. Not a word, not a like, not a post. Silence can be louder than any speech, and her silence that week said everything. She'd reached the point of no return, and the world was finally watching her stop chasing closure. But little did anyone know, the story wasn't finished yet, because just when the internet started to calm down, another photo surfaced, one that would blow the lid off everything all over again. The photo dropped like a bomb just as people began to move on. It showed Mendeecees and the same mystery woman again, this time at a rooftop lounge in Miami, smiling and leaning close under string lights. No disguises, no hesitation, just comfort. The photo came from someone who worked at the lounge, a waiter who couldn't believe what he saw. Within minutes it was everywhere. Fans who had defended him felt foolish. "He didn't even wait a week," one user commented. "The disrespect is insane." And it wasn't just the image, it was the timing. The picture was dated the same weekend Yandy had posted a photo of herself at home, alone, watching movies with her kids. The contrast was brutal. Reporters started calling it the rooftop betrayal. Entertainment blogs labeled it proof that the relationship was beyond repair. But the real shock came hours later when the woman in the photo was finally identified. Her name was Tiana Cross, a publicist who once worked with Yandy during a promotional campaign. Yes, the same woman who used to post behind-the-scenes photos tagging both of them. Fans dug up old clips, showing Tiana laughing with Yandy at events, posing for selfies, even sitting at her dinner table once. And now, she was the one seen cozying up to Mendeecees. It was a betrayal that cut deeper than anyone could imagine. Yandy found out at the same time as everyone else. According to a source close to her, she saw the image online and just went silent. No tears, no shouting, just stillness. Later that night, she posted one word to her Instagram story. Wow. It was simple, but it broke hearts. Within seconds, the word was reposted thousands of times. Celebrities started texting her. Friends began showing up at her house, but she wouldn't talk. Her kids were with her mother that night, and she reportedly spent hours just sitting in the dark, replaying old videos of their family. And then came the first real confrontation. Mendeecees showed up at her door the next morning. Neighbors said they heard raised voices. One described it as a storm waiting to explode. According to someone inside the house, Yandy opened the door but didn't let him in. "You lied to me," she said, her voice calm but cold. "You didn't just embarrass me, you made me look stupid for ever believing you again." Mendeecees tried to explain, saying the photo was old, taken months ago, but she wasn't buying it. "You're lying," she said. "You forget I know your clothes. That shirt, you bought it last week." The argument lasted nearly half an hour, and at one point, someone inside called out for them to stop. Finally, Mendeecees walked away, slamming the car door so hard it echoed down the block. The story spiraled from there. Every outlet began calling it the love and hip-hop breakup of the decade. Fans analyzed every frame of the rooftop photo, pointing out body language, zooming into details. One noticed Tiana's hand resting on his thigh. Another claimed he was wearing the same watch Yandy gifted him for his last birthday. The evidence was overwhelming. Then, just when everyone thought it couldn't get worse, Tiana herself spoke up. She went live on Instagram with a smirk on her face. "I don't owe anybody an explanation," she said. "People love drama. That's all. Believe what you want." But the comments came flooding in, and she couldn't resist adding fuel to the fire. "Let's just say, when people act single, they shouldn't be mad when someone treats them like it." Her tone was smug, and fans were furious. Within an hour, #TeamYandy was trending. People called Tiana every name in the book. Some even dug into her old posts, trying to expose inconsistencies. Mendeecees stayed quiet through it all, but his silence spoke louder than words. Behind closed doors, he was reportedly losing his mind. A mutual friend revealed he'd been calling Yandy non-stop, leaving messages that went unanswered. "Just talk to me," he said in one of them. "You know me better than anyone. Don't let the world twist this." But Yandy wasn't listening. She was done being the one who saved him. Meanwhile, production teams from the show were scrambling. Insiders said the upcoming season was being rewritten in real time to include the scandal. One producer reportedly said, "This is gold for ratings, but it's a nightmare for everyone personally." Yandy wasn't answering calls from the network, and Mendeecees refused to film any confessionals. The tension was so high that crew members started leaking small details just to feed the public's obsession. As all this was happening, Yandy found unexpected support from other women in the industry. K. Michelle reached out publicly, tweeting, "Every strong woman has a breaking point. Respect her silence." Erica Mena posted a story saying, "She gave him everything. Let her breathe." Even Lil Scrappy's wife Bambi commented under one of Yandy's posts, writing, "We see you, sis. Keep your head up." It felt like the women who had been through public heartbreaks were rallying behind her. But the internet wasn't done playing detective. Someone dug up old footage from a reality event months earlier showing Tiana sitting just a few rows behind Mendeecees. Fans claimed they caught her watching him the entire night, and when he looked back, he smiled. Was this when it started? Or had it been going on all along? Every second of their past interactions was now being rewatched under a microscope. The more the truth unfolded, the more it seemed like Yandy had been living in denial for months. One insider said she'd been suspicious about late-night phone calls and excuses about business meetings. He'd brushed them off, saying she was overthinking, and she believed him because that's what love does. But now she realized those instincts were right. She reportedly told her sister, "I ignored the signs because I wanted peace more than truth." That line alone went viral, with fans quoting it in comments and captions everywhere. As the scandal grew, brands began quietly pulling away. A skincare company paused their collaboration with Mendeecees, and one sponsor removed his image from a campaign page. Yandy, however, saw the opposite. Her follower count shot up by nearly 500,000 in 2 days. Fans were calling her the face of resilience. Even people outside the reality TV world started chiming in. One relationship expert posted a video saying Yandy is teaching women how to walk away from chaos with grace. But behind the scenes, things weren't so graceful. Those close to her said she was battling anger, sadness, and exhaustion. One night, she broke down on the phone with a friend, saying, "I built this family with my whole heart. Now I have to rebuild myself." She wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating much, just throwing herself into work. Yet, through it all, she refused to speak badly about Mendeecees publicly. That silence started driving him crazy. He wanted her to respond, to fight, to show emotion. Instead, she gave him nothing. Then came the biggest twist yet. Late one night, an anonymous account posted screenshots of text messages allegedly between Mendeecees and Tiana. The messages were flirtatious, full of heart emojis and late-night meets. "You free later?" One read, "I miss you already." Another said. Fans compared the timestamps and realized they overlapped with the dates when Yandy had been posting family photos. It was damning. Mendeecees quickly denied the messages were real, calling them fake and edited. But tech bloggers analyzed them and confirmed they matched his writing style and even his phone layout. The fallout was immediate. Tiana deactivated her account. Mendeecees turned off his comments again. And Yandy, she posted a single video her walking into her house with a suitcase, smiling faintly as she looked into the camera. "Sometimes peace looks like leaving," she captioned it. It was calm, confident, final. Fans flooded the comments with support, telling her how proud they were. And for the first time in weeks, she looked free. But in a cruel twist of fate, just when it seemed like she was moving on, a rumor began to spread that Mendeecees had shown up unannounced at her event in New York. And not just to apologize, he wanted her back. The footage that leaked from that night would send the entire internet into a frenzy once again, reigniting the fire that everyone thought had finally burned out. The New York incident shook everyone. Footage surfaced of Mendeecees standing outside a gallery where Yandy was hosting a charity event. The clip showed him pacing nervously, talking to security, and then leaving quickly when he spotted cameras. Fans immediately went into speculation mode. Some believed he was trying to confront her privately, others said it was a desperate PR stunt. Insiders claimed he had been calling her nonstop for weeks, leaving long, emotional voicemails begging for forgiveness, but she hadn't answered a single one. Yandy, meanwhile, remained composed during the event. She was radiant in a tailored white blazer, interacting with guests, signing autographs, and smiling warmly for photos. No one could tell from her demeanor that just hours before, the man she once trusted implicitly had been nearby, trying to insert himself into her life. A friend who attended the event said, "You could see the control she had over herself." Every step, every gesture, was precise. She wasn't letting him steal her moment. Fans online praised her poise, calling it strength personified and dubbing her the queen of composure. The drama escalated further when Mendeecees reportedly tried to speak with mutual friends to get an update on Yandy's mood. Sources revealed he even visited a few of her close confidants, pleading for intel. He kept saying, "Please, tell me what she's feeling," one friend recounted, but they weren't giving him anything. Everyone was on Yandy's side, and he realized he was losing control over the narrative. Then came another twist. Tiana Cross reappeared on social media with a cryptic post that seemed calculated to cause maximum chaos. She shared a quote, "Some truths are best left unspoken. Some hearts are too fragile to hold them." Fans instantly connected it to the Mendeecees scandal, and the backlash was immediate. Many accused her of trying to provoke Yandy, while others suggested she was flaunting her connection with Mendeecees. The combination of her post and the leaked rooftop photo from Miami had people questioning whether there were other hidden layers to the story that no one yet knew. In response, Yandy posted a story that was short but powerful, a black background, the words, "I've seen enough." The internet exploded. Celebrities, fans, even journalists speculated on what this meant. Was she filing for separation? Had she already decided to end the marriage completely? The ambiguity created another frenzy, with social media pages dissecting every detail of her post, her outfit, and even the timing. The next week, insiders claimed Mendeecees was spiraling. A source close to him described sleepless nights, non-stop texting, and even confiding in family members that he feared losing everything. "He's not just worried about the relationship," the source said. "He's worried about his image, his kids, the show, everything he's worked for." Meanwhile, Yandy was reportedly taking long walks, journaling, and spending time with her children, seemingly unaffected by the chaos surrounding her ex. Friends noted a significant shift in her energy. She was calm, decisive, and more in control than ever. Amid the drama, fans began noticing small, subtle interactions online that fueled speculation even further. Mendeecees liked an old post of Yandy's that referenced trust and loyalty, while Yandy didn't respond at all. Tiana commented under a mutual friend's post with a heart emoji. Fans dissected these digital breadcrumbs like detectives, creating theories, timelines, and even fake scripts about what could happen next. As the tension simmered, Yandy reportedly made a major decision. Insiders claimed she had met with a lawyer in New York, reviewing legal documents regarding separation, property, and custody arrangements. According to sources, she was determined not to repeat past mistakes and was focused on protecting her peace and her family. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was desperate, reportedly considering reaching out to reality TV producers to tell his side of the story, but was repeatedly advised against it by both his family and friends. The saga took another dramatic turn when a behind-the-scenes clip from the show leaked. It showed Mendeecees filming a confessional, his eyes red, voice shaky, saying, "I can't believe it's come to this. I just want my family to understand me." The clip was pulled quickly, but not before fans had downloaded and shared it endlessly. Reactions were mixed. Some pitied him, others called him out for his repeated mistakes, and most sided with Yandy, admiring her restraint. Just when people thought the story had peaked, another video surfaced. It showed Tiana Cross leaving a private jet in Miami, wearing the same designer bag seen in previous sightings with Mendeecees. Paparazzi captured her laughing, looking relaxed, and seemingly unconcerned about the media storm she had helped create. Fans were outraged. Hashtags calling out Tiana and Mendeecees began trending again, and some even speculated about whether the new sightings hinted at a deeper, more elaborate plan between them. Yandy remained silent publicly but reportedly had private confrontations with close friends and family. She spoke candidly about feeling betrayed, the repeated humiliation she had endured, and her determination to prioritize herself and her children. "I've given enough," she reportedly said. "It's time for him to face the consequences of his actions. No more excuses. No more second chances." This statement, although private, leaked through a friend's story, fueling the ongoing narrative of empowerment and resilience. The pressure on Mendeecees intensified. His social media engagement plummeted, sponsors hesitated, and former allies publicly questioned his decisions. One reality TV producer said, "We've never seen someone go from hero to cautionary tale so quickly. It's shocking." The narrative had shifted completely. He was no longer the figure fans sympathized with. He was a man caught in his own web of mistakes. Then came the public statements. Mendeecees posted a video on his social media, holding back tears, attempting to explain his actions. "I know people are hurt," he said, I know I've made mistakes. I want to be better. I want my family to know I'm sincere. But the damage was done. The internet had already sided with Yandy. Comments poured in, ranging from supportive messages for him to brutal criticism, accusing him of repeated betrayal. Yandy's response remained measured. Instead of engaging, she continued focusing on her own ventures, her children, and her health. The contrast between her composure and his frantic attempts to regain control only amplified public perception of her strength. Fans praised her for choosing self-respect over chaos, using her as an example of resilience in a world obsessed with drama. And yet, just when it seemed like the story was settling, another surprise hit. A close friend of Mendeecees allegedly leaked an email exchange suggesting Tiana Cross had been messaging him long before the public photos emerged. The internet exploded, dissecting the timeline, analyzing the wording, and creating countless theories about the depth of their connection. The narrative had taken on a life of its own, and fans were addicted, consuming every detail like it was the season finale of a drama series that refused to end. The emotional roller coaster showed no signs of slowing. Mendeecees reportedly reached out to Yandy one last time through a mutual friend, hoping for reconciliation. According to sources, Yandy's reply was decisive. "I'm done with games. I'm done with the lies. Focus on yourself." The message, though private, eventually leaked, adding another layer of public intrigue. Fans applauded her firmness, calling it a lesson in self-worth and boundaries. Meanwhile, Mendeecees' attempts to explain, apologize, and justify only fueled the drama. Each public or leaked communication was dissected, replayed, and scrutinized. Fans debated endlessly over intentions, sincerity, and accountability. The story had become a digital spectacle, blending reality, speculation, and entertainment in a way that blurred the lines between private life and public fascination. And just as everyone thought the saga might finally calm, a new video emerged. This time, it was a candid shot of Yandy walking through a park with her kids, laughing and holding hands, looking serene and unbothered. The juxtaposition was undeniable: her peaceful, controlled life versus the chaos that Mendeecees was still trying to navigate. Fans flooded the comments, praising her resilience, and the video went viral almost instantly, signaling a shift in the narrative. She was moving forward, whether he wanted to or not. The next twist came when social media detectives noticed something peculiar. Tiana Cross had quietly updated her Instagram bio, removing references to her career and adding a single cryptic line, "Some doors are meant to stay closed." Fans immediately linked it to the ongoing drama with Mendeecees, speculating she was hinting at a secret she hadn't revealed yet. The ambiguity fueled endless discussion, with some theorizing that there were meetings and interactions between her and Mendeecees that no one had yet seen. Even reality TV insiders weighed in, suggesting that producers might be holding back footage that could rewrite the entire narrative. As the week progressed, the tension between Mendeecees and Yandy remained palpable. He was reportedly trying to contact her through multiple channels, from text messages to mutual friends, pleading for explanations and reconciliation. Yet she maintained silence, focusing instead on her children and personal projects. Friends revealed that she had begun attending therapy sessions daily, working on healing and building a life independent of him. The juxtaposition of his desperation and her calm composure became the centerpiece of online debates. Fans were divided between sympathy for Mendeecees and admiration for Yandy's resolve. Tiana's subtle provocations didn't end there. A few days later, she posted a boomerang of champagne glasses clinking with no caption at all. Fans instantly assumed it was a nod to Mendeecees, pointing out that he had been spotted at a similar bar around the same time. Screenshots of these posts went viral, with hashtags like #betrayal and #YanDYSstrength trending across multiple platforms. Some commentators suggested that Tiana was purposefully trying to escalate tension and draw attention, while others argued that it was all coincidence, but few believed in coincidence at this point. Inside Mendeecees' circle, whispers of regret began to surface. Close friends reported that he was visibly stressed, often skipping meals and staying up all night. One insider revealed that he had called his mother in tears, admitting he had underestimated the consequences of his actions. He said he realized he could lose everything: his family, his reputation, and even his peace of mind. The source said he was begging for advice, but even those closest to him were telling him to step back. Yandy's own support system, in contrast, grew stronger by the day. Family members, friends, and loyal fans rallied around her, offering encouragement and admiration for her ability to stay poised amid chaos. A mutual friend shared that she had been spending time reflecting on her past, writing down her experiences, and solidifying boundaries she had previously struggled to enforce. She's not just surviving this, she's reclaiming herself, the friend said. It's inspiring. As if the situation couldn't get more tangled, a leaked voicemail emerged online. It was allegedly Mendeecees leaving a message for Yandy, his voice trembling with emotion. "Please, just hear me out," he said. "I know I've messed up, but I love you. I need you to understand that I'm trying." The voicemail went viral within hours. Fans dissected every word, tone, and pause, debating whether he was genuinely remorseful or simply performing for the cameras. Some sided with him, hoping for reconciliation, while others argued it was too little, too late. Tiana Cross continued to add layers to the drama. She was seen attending a high-profile event with a friend of Mendeecees, sparking speculation about the nature of their relationship. Paparazzi photos circulated showing them laughing and whispering, fueling rumors of a secret alliance. Fans scrutinized every detail from body language to choice of clothing, believing each subtle gesture revealed something hidden from public view. The internet became a frenzy of theories, memes, and reaction videos. Yandy, meanwhile, remained methodical. She was photographed leaving a yoga class, attending business meetings, and spending quiet evenings at home with her children. Her composure contrasted sharply with the mounting chaos surrounding Mendeecees and Tiana. Sources close to her revealed that she was focusing on long-term plans, including personal projects and brand partnerships, determined not to let the drama consume her. Her silence, many argued, was the ultimate power move. The next dramatic escalation occurred when Mendeecees was spotted at a hotel in Atlanta, reportedly meeting with producers and crew from the show. Insiders claimed the meeting was intense, with heated discussions about how to present the unfolding drama to the audience. Mendeecees was said to be desperate to control the narrative, but producers cautioned him that the public had already made up its mind. "You can't control what's already out there," one producer allegedly told him. "The audience is seeing the real consequences of your actions." Then came a social media storm that truly broke the internet. Fans noticed that Mendeecees had liked an old post from Yandy, a motivational quote about loyalty and trust. The timing was suspicious, and speculation ran wild. Was he attempting reconciliation, or was it a calculated attempt to manipulate public perception? The likes, shares, and comments on this single interaction ignited heated debates, dividing fanbases and keeping the drama alive in headlines. Yandy, as always, stayed composed. A mutual friend revealed that she was intentionally keeping her responses minimal, understanding the power of silence in a situation saturated with emotion and public scrutiny. "She knows that engaging directly would only fuel the fire," the friend said. "Her focus is on moving forward, not on reacting." This strategic restraint earned her immense respect online, with fans creating posts praising her patience, wisdom, and strength. Just when the story seemed to plateau, another unexpected development occurred. A paparazzi shot captured Mendeecees leaving a private gym in Midtown, looking disheveled and visibly stressed. Sources claimed he had been there for hours, speaking with trainers and attempting to decompress, but the image projected desperation. Fans compared this to Yandy's serene public appearances, noting the stark contrast between his turmoil and her composed demeanor. In an effort to regain some control, Mendeecees posted a cryptic statement on social media: "We all make mistakes. We all need time to reflect. I hope everyone understands the journey of growth." The message was met with mixed reactions. Some fans interpreted it as genuine introspection, while others accused him of evasion and manipulation. The statement did little to quiet the growing speculation about the depth of his actions and their consequences on his family and public image. And yet, despite all the chaos, Yandy's supporters remained fiercely protective. Social media campaigns with hashtags like #TeamYandy and #StrengthOverChaos gained momentum, celebrating her resilience and condemning Mendeecees' repeated missteps. She had become a symbol of composure and empowerment in the midst of a storm that threatened to consume everyone around her. But the plot thickened even further when an anonymous source claimed that additional footage existed in released clips from the rooftop encounters with Tiana. Insiders alleged that these clips could reveal even more about the dynamic between Mendeecees and the mystery woman, potentially rewriting public perception once again. Anticipation grew, speculation skyrocketed, and fans clamored for any snippet of information, ensuring that the drama would continue to dominate headlines for weeks to come. Through all this, Yandy continued to demonstrate remarkable restraint. She was photographed attending a charity gala, her demeanor calm, her posture regal, exuding confidence. Friends confirmed she had been setting boundaries, enforcing limits, and making decisions to protect herself and her family. Each public appearance reinforced the narrative of her strength, creating a stark contrast to Mendeecees' frantic attempts to reclaim lost ground. And just when the public thought they had a grasp on the unfolding events, another social media post emerged from Tiana Cross's seemingly innocuous story of coffee and morning light. But fans read between the lines, interpreting subtle gestures and captions as provocations. The speculation was relentless. Analysts dissected every second of her content, drawing connections to Mendeecees and fueling endless conversations online. The narrative had become a multi-layered spectacle, blurring lines between private life, public perception, and reality television drama. As the days turned into weeks, the saga evolved into a complex narrative of betrayal, resilience, and power. Mendeecees was attempting damage control, Tiana Cross was stirring intrigue, and Yandy remained the unwavering centerpiece, calm and strategic. Every post, every photograph, every leaked clip was dissected by millions, creating a continuous cycle of speculation, outrage, and admiration. The story, far from reaching resolution, had only intensified, ensuring that fans remained captivated, invested, and ready for the next twist in this unfolding drama. So here we are, right in the middle of what some are calling the most explosive drama in reality TV history. The chaos, the betrayals, the secrets, it's all been laid bare for the world to see. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and loyalties have been tested like never before. Yandy's strength and composure have become legendary, while Mendeecees' actions continue to spark debates across social media. You've seen the rooftop photos, the leaked voicemails, the cryptic posts from Tiana Cross, and the endless twists that keep this story alive. Every fan, every viewer, every casual observer has an opinion, and that's exactly what makes this saga so addictive. Now, imagine being in Yandy's shoes. The world watching your every move, your private life dissected, analyzed, and judged online. The courage it takes to remain silent while the internet speculates, while rumors spread like wildfire, is immense. She chose peace over chaos, composure over retaliation, and dignity over public fights. And isn't that what makes her story resonate with so many? It's not just about scandal or betrayal, it's about resilience, self-respect, and the power of walking away when enough is enough. And let's talk about Mendeecees for a moment. Yes, the mistakes, the questionable decisions, the late-night rendezvous that fueled the internet fire. Fans are divided. Some want reconciliation, some want justice, some want to see the drama unfold further. It's a masterclass in how public life can amplify private choices, how fame can magnify mistakes, and how accountability is unavoidable in the age of social media. Every move he makes is under the microscope, and the world is watching, waiting, analyzing every gesture, every word, every like. Tiana Cross, of course, has played her part perfectly, whether intentionally or not. Her mysterious posts, subtle provocations, and apparent closeness to Mendeecees have kept fans talking non-stop. Every coffee story, every smile, every caption is now a headline in itself. The drama isn't just about two people, it's a triangle of tension, secrets, and speculation that has the public glued to their screens. The intrigue, the suspense, the questions that remain unanswered, are exactly why millions can't stop refreshing their feeds. So what does this mean for you, the viewer? It means you're part of the story, too. You're not just watching a series of events unfold, you're engaging in real-time analysis, forming opinions, and participating in a cultural moment that blends entertainment, emotion, and spectacle. Your comments, your theories, your memes, they all shape the conversation. Your reactions fuel the narrative just as much as the photos, videos, and statements themselves. We've seen the evidence, the heartbreak, the frustration, and the rare moments of triumph. We've witnessed Yandy reclaim her power, Mendeecees struggle to navigate the fallout, and Tiana Cross continue to stir intrigue. Now, the story is at a crossroads. Fans are speculating, will there be reconciliation? Will more secrets be revealed? Will the next season of reality TV feature confessions, confrontations, or shocking revelations? The possibilities are endless, and your voice matters. This is your chance to weigh in, to join the conversation, to let your opinion be heard. Do you side with Yandy, applauding her resilience and calm? Do you sympathize with Mendeecees, hoping for redemption and understanding? Or are you fascinated by Tiana Cross, the enigma who continues to challenge the dynamics of the story? Whatever your stance, it's time to engage, because in the world of reality TV drama, the audience isn't passive, they're active participants. So here's what you need to do. Hit that like button if you've been following every twist and turn. If your heart raced at the rooftop photo, if you stayed up reading the leaked voicemails, Or if you've been refreshing social media to catch the latest Tiana Cross post, share this video with friends who live for drama, who love reality TV, or who need to see how resilience can outshine chaos. Subscribe to stay updated, because the next chapter is coming, and you don't want to miss a single detail. And most importantly, comment below. Tell us what you think. Do you believe Mendeecees will ever regain Yandy's trust? Do you think Tiana Cross is manipulating the situation? Or is she just enjoying the attention? What would you do if you were in Yandy's position? Your thoughts, theories, and reactions create the pulse of this story. Every comment adds depth to the discussion and keeps the conversation alive for everyone watching. Remember, this isn't just about gossip, it's about understanding human emotion, relationships, and the high stakes of public life. It's about recognizing strength, accountability, and the courage to stand firm in the face of betrayal. By engaging, you're not only sharing your opinion, you're participating in a cultural phenomenon that blends reality, drama, and entertainment in a way few other stories can. So don't hold back. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make your voice part of this ongoing saga. Watch closely, because the next twist, the next revelation, the next shocking development could be right around the corner. Stay alert, stay involved, and remember, in the world of reality TV drama, the story isn't just happening on screen, it's happening in real time, with you as a part of it. Yandy showed the world what it means to remain dignified, to prioritize yourself, and to rise above chaos. Mendeecees demonstrated that actions have consequences, especially when public perception and private mistakes collide. Tiana Cross reminded everyone that intrigue and mystery keep the world guessing, and you have the power to react, to discuss, and to influence the narrative. Your engagement is part of the drama itself, a crucial thread in the tapestry of this sensational story. So hit like if you're invested. Subscribe if you want every update, every exclusive leak, every shocking development. Comment with your thoughts, your theories, and your predictions. Share to spread the story to everyone who craves drama, who appreciates real emotions, and who can't get enough of the twists, the betrayals, and the unfiltered reality of this situation. The conversation isn't over. The saga continues, and with your participation, you become a part of history in the making. This is your chance to be more than a viewer. You can be a commentator, a theorist, a fan, and a participant all at once. Every reaction, every share, every insight keeps the drama alive. It's more than entertainment, it's a collective experience. An unfolding story where your voice matters just as much as the events themselves. Don't miss out. Don't stay silent, and don't let this story pass without leaving your mark. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Join the conversation. Stay connected. And remember, the drama is real, the stakes are high, and the next chapter is coming fast, furious, and unforgettable.